Prophet, baby. Back with another video. Hope everybody elevated in thought, consciousness, understanding, reason, direction, patience, all these things, man, that make us better. I want to bring a quick word to y'all, man, today, because time's changing, whether you realize it or not. But I want to let people out there know, man, it ain't no need for no pulling nobody coattail, no try to climb on top of the next man and knock the ladder down and, all throw rocks at somebody and all that there, man. All that's low vibrational things, man. The goal we gonna put on the table for ourselves, we gonna just simply be better than we was. Better than we was, not the next man. Don't worry about the next man, because the next man's journey don't pertain to what your thoughts and the people that you got to run into within your journey don't apply to theirs. It's time that we understand, like, when you wake up, don't float around. Find purpose. Find purpose in yourself. Think about this. What kind of people are we if we can't wake up and find purpose within ourselves? Prophet wants you to think about that. Let that be your homework. Think about it, man. Sometimes, bro, we be misled because we want information and we want the right direction, but sometimes the people that we care about, the people that we close to, the people we trust, sometimes that information don't come the way you want it to come because of the level of consciousness, because of the direction of your thoughts, your thinking, because we can all have one thought, but everybody's not going to react to that thought the same way. And we have to understand that. So when we get information from people, it's based on their reaction. It's based on their journey. It's based on their experiences, And it's not to take and run with unless it fits our print. But if it doesn't fit our print, it's just simply another perspective for you to have. It's time for us to correct ourselves in beliefs, in what we believe. It got power in consciousness. It's power in consciousness. I want you to think for a second of the things that you get to think about now, the things you get to see, the things you get to understand and discover from different people, from different places, different situations. I want you to think about that. And I want you to think of, without this level of consciousness, you would still be within those blind thoughts, within those thoughts that wouldn't have allowed you to see deeper into what you get to see now. There's a reason everything is happening, and there's a reason that we are meant to rise above everything smaller than us, everything that we outthink, everything that our thoughts is bigger than. It's time for us to rid ourselves of. Picture yourself flying high. You in a plane. When you look down, how it look? How the people look? I ain't never been in a plane. How it look though? Y'all could tell me. Look small, huh? You could see it. You could see it. You can make out what it is, but it looks small, right? Just like these little problems, man, that people let overcome them. When you rise above it and you bigger in thought, you elevated in thought, then you understand that the only purpose that is there for is to bring you down. So if you can get that level of consciousness to understand that when you notice something is just there to bring you down, you should know how to deal with it. If you don't know how to deal with it, then you not conscious as you think you are. But that's okay, because it's steps, it's levels. Everybody understanding ain't the same. That's why you can sit that cup on that table and ask 10 different people to explain it, everybody, we know it's a cup, but everybody's perspective is going to be different, you know. It's going to be smaller to some people, bigger, like we all have our different opinions, man, about things. And that's not good or bad. The thing is with us is our souls know everything. So deep down, whenever you hear something, whenever you find yourself in a situation, whenever you get information from them clouds, which you think you're not getting, we know the answer to them. Deep down, we know the answer. Like somebody called Prophet phone right now talking about, you want to have a shootout, meet me by the stove. Like my soul knows how to handle that. My soul knows better than that, but my automobile that I'm riding in this lifetime don't, because it like that pride and that ego. So you got to show me, and that's silly. Like we operating, that's a low vibrational thing, man, because we not letting our true self guide us, man. And a lot of us be misled because of not understanding that. We know we get the good thoughts. When we about to do something wrong, we did. Why would you feel bad about something? Think about that. If you just rolling down here by yourself, when you do something bad, why would you think about it later and feel bad? Like why would that happen? Because you clearly did it. That's what you wanted to do. So what's the feeling bad later part for? That's because Prophet trying to tell you, man, it's something bigger than you, bigger to yourself than you think it is, man. You got something in a box that you've been having with you your whole life that you haven't let out the box, man. There's a reason that we go back and feel bad. That's your higher self. That's your intelligent part of you. That's your smart side, man. Prophet told y'all we smart bodies, man. Like we figure things out. How many of y'all done figure things out without people telling y'all? Just certain little things. It ain't got to be nothing major, but just different little things. That's because we have that level of intelligence. So you mean to tell me they got this smartphone and all these iPad and whatevers and iBots, all this stuff, man. All this intelligence and technology. And nobody out there can figure out that it all comes from a thought. So we that smart? Like it's merely explaining ourselves to us, plain and simple, in our face, and we don't get it because we rather play with them than understand about them. Like it don't shoot the gun after the race is over. All people want to know is who won. Nobody interested in how long the race was, the feat of the race. Nobody care about none of how many people was in it. All those questions is irrelevant. We just want to know who won. And if they had somebody special in there, did they lose? We just want to know those type of things. We just want to know humanly things, and we want to take that. All we can do with that is take that and bring it somewhere. And with all these little vessels, with this miscommunication that we do with these vessels, that's how stories, that's how you can start something right here. You can say A, and when it get to the end, all the alphabets done been said, because we gonna add, and it's silly, man, because nobody figured out that, we want to hear information. Like, don't come tell Prophet information. Like, Prophet don't want to hear. So, like, you gossiping to me, you going to gossip to the next person. Like, nobody think about it like that. We just want to hear it. What you said? But we not thinking like, damn, they going to go gossip about me. Like, we don't think like that. Like, we think humanly, man. We just think how they taught us to think, And we know what they told us to know, Taught us to know. Prophet wants you to think about that too. What you've been taught to know. All your prayers, your whole life, on an honor scale, how many of them actually been answered? The prayers that you put out, like God actually just check them off for you. We got a supreme creator. They got life and everything. Okay? So we have a God that created things. Like he created things. Like is his blueprint, is his plan, okay? So he have to send his only begotten son to die for us, for our sins. Why can't it be done another way? Like why God gotta do it like that? He don't answer to God, don't answer to nobody. God don't have nobody that give him the orders to tell him that that's what he have to do. Sacrifice his son. But we was taught this. We was taught to look for betterment outside of ourselves. We was taught that other people can tell us about ourselves. Even people, just people with a title, with a label. Not people that went through the same experiences we've been through. Just people that has that title that they taught you to go to them. If you have a certain problem, it goes in this category. You talk to this type of person. But none of these people haven't. Some of them maybe, but we all know basically they haven't been through these experiences that a person encounter when they go there. So you got to pay and you got to listen to them give you information based upon basically what they would do if they was in that situation. And we don't even get that. Like we that loss as people, that untuned and out of touch with ourselves, that we actually think that when we wake up in the morning, before we can look in the mirror, we have to go get a mirror from somebody before we can look in the mirror. That's silly. That's a silly way of thinking. Prophet wants y'all to protect y'all energy, man. Protect yourself to and from. Watch your surroundings, man. Watch what you take in your ears. Watch what you give out your mouth. Help somebody if you can. Give somebody some words of encouragement if you can, bro. And Prophet gonna lead the words of encouragement today for you. How powerful do you think you are? If you made like the so called God that we was taught to pray to, and Prophet not saying that is not a God. Prophet not saying that at all, because we come from somewhere. We got a source. We got a supreme heavenly Father. Everything is energy. Everything is frequency, which means these cells that we have is filled with electrons, and we are all electrical beings basically, and everything works off of energy. We all know that because we see the moods that everybody be in, different moods, happy, sad, whatever they label them to be, but none of it is really supposed to pertain to us, because we're supposed to be way beyond that. That's just things that we was taught to have. We was taught to have, like when you a baby, if nobody tells you when somebody dies, you're supposed to cry and feel sad. You don't know that. If nobody say pour the milk in the cereal, you don't know that. So we got to understand that a lot of these things that we was taught and we was given, we just know it, but it's not our beliefs, and we see it through being mad at different things. You see something on the news and I can't believe that. That's because your soul don't resonate with that. Your soul don't feel that. And our soul knows all. That's why it's important for each and every one of us when you wake up in the morning, whenever you thank the Creator for you opening your eyes, man, you thank the God within yourself for waking up. Give thanks, give gratitude, man, to nature. Like, we got to start respecting everything, man. Everything got life, man. So you mean to tell me we can look at these ants on the ground It's a bunch of them. Like they even build them a house, and cause we don't like them, cause they bite whenever, however it go. But we don't like them. But they got a family just like us. So they was bigger than us, and they come put lighter fluid on our house and set it on fire. Think about that. Think about how these three little pigs were scared of that one wolf. Think about that. Think about how that story turned out. That's because the way the story turned out is how the story was supposed to start off. Because we are all that smart. We none have to go through none of these things that we go through. Prophet want everybody to pay attention, man. Pay attention. There's some new energy. There's some new stuff. There's some new levels of thinking, man. You're going to see new things in people. Like you're going to hear people lips going to trip them out. Just like mine tripped me out. Get yourself in tune, man. Prophet video stopped the other day, but grounding yourself. We got time today. Grounding yourself, man. Go outside, take your shoes off. Just leave everything away. If the problem's still going to be there after you finish meditating, that's cool, man. But it won't. Just listen, man. Put your feet on that ground, bro. Clear your mind. Close your eyes and clear your mind. From your waist to the ground. You visualize some arrows going from your waist through your legs to the ground for 1 minute straight. Just arrows going from your waist